In this video I'll show a couple different ways to email a file to somebody. So for this one I'm going to take the picture that we have and I'll just drag and drop it into our frame first of all, and then I will fill it in order to get it filled correctly. And then what we'll do is fill this in with a granite color. So let's say that we wanted this to be in a light gray color. So we've got it in light gray here, and if we wanted to send this off to our customer, we can go up to File, we can say Send To, and then Mail, the very bottom one. Mail recipient will just send the file itself. If we click on Mail, what it does is it converts the file to a bitmap as well. So it gives us the options to how big we want to have this. If we're emailing it to somebody, we can go inches or possibly pixels. Inches works well if we're going to want them to be able to print it. So if we just said 8 inches wide, 300 dpi, that's a good printing size. However, it's going to be a pretty big bitmap, but it'll be okay. So we'll just go ahead and click OK. And what that will do is it will find your default mail program, and it will open that up automatically. In this case mine is Outlook, so it opened up Outlook for me, and it attached the JPEG file, which it was only 2 megabytes, not bad. If I double click on it, then we'll be able to see what it looks like here. So it's a nice picture, emailable really nicely, and it also attached the CorelDRAW file itself, which is 10 megabytes. So this is helpful if you're sending it off to somebody to produce that happens to have CorelDRAW. If you're sending it off to a customer, you wouldn't want to have that, so you can just click on Remove Attachment and get rid of that part and just send this. It automatically put the subject as the file, so you can change that as well. And then you just type in your 2 and send it along. So that's one way of getting it to email. The downside is that your JPEG file gets placed into the email and doesn't get saved locally anywhere. So what if we had this file and we wanted to show it in a couple of different sizes? That's one reason that I would use my JPEG export, is because we can go ahead and click JPEG Export and say yes, and it will automatically send that out to our proofs folder, and then we can come and change this to a different color and maybe change the text from black to white, or not even white. Let's go with frosted, would look a little bit better, I think. So then we can click our JPEG button again and it'll send it out this way. Or what if we wanted to show it in maybe coral blue? And this time, instead of the text being in frost, what if we instead went with a gold leaf? Let's just go with gold leaf here. That way if I zoom in here, you'll see kind of what that's going to look like. Okay, so we can resend that one out. So by doing that, it puts all of those JPEGs into a folder. So if I go to my file folder structure here, and I go to my directory, my documents, MemorialDESIGNER, it's going to be under my proofs folder. And there we've got the 3 different versions. So it's got Angel Statue, Angel Statue -2, and Angel Statue -3. So it shows all of those, and then we can just select those and import them into an email. So there's pros and cons to doing it either way. This is just going to give, and these files are actually smaller. They're 1920 pixels wide, so it's an automatic set for HD resolution. Whereas if you use the Mail To feature, then you have to set the resolution every time.